For more than a decade, whispers about the so-called construction mafia in Cape Town have circulated in both political quarters and the streets of the Cape Flats. At the heart of those whispers are two names that have dominated headlines: Ralph Stanfield and his wife, Nicole Johnson. Their alleged network of influence, intimidation, and tender manipulation has become a case study in how organized crime can infiltrate public sector development projects. Ralph Stanfield is alleged to be a senior figure in the notorious 28th Gang, a prison-based syndicate with deep roots in Cape Town's criminal underworld. Nicole Johnson, by contrast, built a public profile as a businesswoman, owning beauty salons and operating Glomix CC, a construction company that has successfully bid for housing and infrastructure contracts in the Western Cape. Investigators allege that behind the respectable business facade was a calculated partnership, Stanfield's street muscle and influence, paired with Johnson's legitimate corporate presence. Together, they are accused of playing a central role in Cape Town's growing epidemic of construction site extortion. The term construction mafia refers to armed groups that demand a cut, often 30%, of any project's budget in exchange for protection or the right to operate. Those who refuse are met with threats, site shutdowns, or violence. According to court filings, Stanfield and Johnson's network allegedly targeted large housing developments, including the Delft housing project, forcing contractors to abandon work. Glomix CC reportedly benefited from this climate, with tenders allegedly secured through intimidation and fraudulent paperwork. City of Cape Town officials uncovered duplicate tender submissions, allegedly in identical handwriting, linking multiple companies back to Johnson and Stanfield. In April 2024, National Treasury blacklisted Glomix CC from receiving public sector work for 10 years after uncovering irregular BBBE documentation. The City of Cape Town followed suit, banning 12 companies linked to the couple from doing business with the municipality. The fallout extended to Johnson's other ventures. Two of her sorbet salon franchises shut down while she was in prison, with former staff citing unpaid wages and loss of clientele. On 29th of September 2023, the anti-gang unit raided the couple's Constantia home. Stanfield and Johnson were arrested alongside several associates. They faced a long list of charges, including racketeering under the Prevention of Organized Crime Act, POCA, fraud and corruption, robbery, murder and attempted murder, money laundering. One of the most serious allegations links them to the killing of Wendy Kloppers, a city housing official shot dead in 2022 after standing against corrupt tender practices. In May 2025, investigative outlet Amabungane reported that Nicole Johnson purchased an R5 million Sea Point apartment while in prison, paid for in cash and without a mortgage. This raised questions about how such a transaction could occur despite her incarceration and ongoing criminal proceedings. Law enforcement agencies are now examining whether this purchase was part of a broader money laundering scheme tied to proceeds from construction extortion. In May 2025, prosecutors provisionally withdrew certain commercial fraud charges, including allegations linked to 1 billion rand in housing tender fraud, citing incomplete evidence. However, police emphasized that the investigations remain active and charges could be reinstated. A pretrial hearing in the Western Cape High Court is set for the 7th of November 2025, where Stanfield, Johnson, and co-accused will face multiple counts under POCA, as well as violent crime charges. The Stanfield-Johnson saga has had far-reaching effects. Housing delays. Projects like the Delft development remain stalled, deepening Cape Town's housing crisis. Increased costs. Contractors now budget for security measures or extortion payments. Inflating public spending. Fear among workers. Construction staff and small business owners describe working under siege, with some leaving the industry altogether. While Stanfield and Johnson maintain their innocence, the evidence presented so far paints a picture of organized crime deeply embedded in Cape Town's construction sector. The coming months will be pivotal, not only for their legal fate, but also for South Africa's ability to dismantle the networks that allow such operations to flourish. Whether this case ends in convictions or collapses under legal technicalities, one fact is clear. The construction mafia has reshaped how public and private projects are carried out in Cape Town, and the reverberations will be felt for years. That's it for today's story. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.